Oh, this old thing? Yeah, just a new microphone I got. As you can see, I have got myself a brand new microphone, the HyperX Quadcast S, whatever the hell all that stuff means. So I'm still tinkering with it. I'm still trying to work everything out and decide which settings sound best, and I'm just still trying to flesh it out. So if it sounds weird and it doesn't sound good at first, just be patient with me. I'll try and fix it up as I go along. But from what I've been able to tell, it is a big upgrade from what I used to have, that being a blue snowball. So I'm pretty excited to use this. I was gonna go to bed, but then I was like, nah, I want to use my new microphone first. So I started this video. But it's weird because this is like the only RGB thing I have in my setup. Like, my keyboard is just red. I can't pull it that much. There we go. My keyboard's just red. And my mouse has like a little bit there on the G, but that's not much. It doesn't really change much at all. So I guess that's technically RGB, but the most RGB thing I have in my setup is a microphone, which just does not seem right to say. And it even has a little mute button on the top. So if for some reason I want to stop talking to you guys, I can just... But we're going to get straight into things. So I want to start off on this bridge that goes between these islands. And as you can see, I was working on this a bit. I actually started this episode once before, but like 3 minutes in, I got into the whole microphone spiel. So I just thought, okay, might as well just start it over so that we have a fresh new video starting off with the new microphone and it doesn't switch in between, you know? But my original plan for this bridge, after last episode, when I started thinking about it more, I was like, okay, let's bring the land out a bit and then let's connect the two with a bridge. But I got this comment on last episode that suggested I do bring the island out a bit, but the bridges connect to another center island. Kind of like that cylinder plateau thing, but much smaller. So then that breaks up the bridge into two segments. Which I think is exactly what this bridge needs, because the issue I had when I was trying to design it earlier is that it was too big and there was too much space to cover. There was nothing to break it up. But this little island stuff and bringing the land out a bit really fixes that. The other thing I'm going to change is, originally when I was designing this thing, I was making it as wide as this path, because I thought that it would make sense to have a very wide path going into the castle so that wagons can be traveling both ways at the same time. But I think that really brings down the design, so I'm gonna probably slim it out. I started to bring the land out a bit on both sides, as you can see. Just have to fix up the middle part, build the bridge, do the cliffs on the side. I don't know if I like the shape of this. I might change it, but I do like the idea. I do like where this is going. So I believe this here actually marks the center of the 2 points here, but I don't know if I really like the look of this. I think it needs to kind of at least curve into this terrain a bit better, so I should probably try something like this to kind of smooth it out more. I actually think I might just get rid of this bottom part entirely. I think it looks better like that when it's not, like, pointed, you know? Oh, that's right! I forgot I stopped playing earlier because I ran out of stone and I didn't want to go mine any. That's why I stopped playing, I remember now. Well, looks like we gotta go get stone. My hope is that sometime within the next 10 episodes, we can start working full-time on the Frozen Fortress again. I have a bunch of new ideas for this area in its entirety, and I really want to get started on this, but we have to finish the Ruined Kingdom first. Which, honestly, the Ruined Kingdom shouldn't take that long. I know I say that with, like, everything I do, and it ends up taking up, like, 5 episodes, but seriously this time, I don't think the Ruined Kingdom will take long at all. If you guys remember, this beacon mine is by the Frozen Fortress. That's why I came, you know, over here. What? Why did I just get a lapis lazuli? What? Did you guys see that? I got like a lapis lazuli thing up there. Like I only just unlocked the recipe for it. What? I guess I've never picked up lapis lazuli ore. Who knew? No, I definitely have. I don't know why. Maybe that's new? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Remember this? This is the dolphin I killed back when we started this beacon mine in like episode 20-something. I forgot that I kept its corpse. So the thing about this, I don't know if I think I explained this. The bridge is going to connect from that island to this midpoint, and then from this midpoint to that sticky out bit. And the bridge needs to go up 2 blocks here, and then if we do another, it's about another 2 blocks. We can make it work, I think. So will go up like an extra block here, I think, in the middle. So if I just build up like just the basic sphere here. This pedestal can kind of be slanted, so then it goes 2 blocks up each time. So then the bridge will be completely symmetrical. I'm just gonna get to work on this. I have a bit of the cliffs to terraform on that side. I don't know how I'm gonna do it on this side, so I guess I'll figure it out as I go. But yeah, let's get started on this bridge here. Alright, so this has been very, very difficult to work on. I just can't get anything that looks right. Even this, obviously it's not connected and everything. It's not entirely finished. That's because at this point, I'm still just not sure what exactly to do here. And I think I want to wait a bit on it and see kind of if it grows on me or anything, you know, before I decide if I want to keep this design. That's why I didn't connect it properly to the land, but I don't know how. I guess I'm just really not good at bridges because I can't get something to look right. You're still alive? I came over here to get a faraway look at the bridge, but apparently this guy's living still. I thought you would have died like 4 episodes ago. But yeah, it just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. It just looks a bit weird. So I'm just going to wait. I'll probably come back to it later in this episode, but if not, I'll probably do it next episode after I hear you guys' feedback and everything. The last thing that I want to do real quick before getting to work on the castle in this episode is make the actual paths here. We have the outline of like the main path that goes up to the back of the castle here, but we don't actually have it put in place. So I'm gonna do that. I'll probably use the same kind of blocks for the roads over there as well, so it shouldn't be that much different. But I will be using gravel, so I need to have like a block underneath to place it on. And now that I'm looking at it again, I don't think I like this path. I feel like there needs to be something, like a big building right here, you know? I just don't know. Like, I feel like once we finish the castle, there's just going to be like a segment right here down the middle that's completely open because of the path, you know? Where there's no like buildings looming over everything else because there'll be like this empty gap. Here's what I'm thinking I want to do. Number 1, move this path to somewhere else, make it different, because I want buildings here. I feel like when you're entering the castle, you shouldn't just see this big gap, you know, where you can see the sky, because there will be a wall back there, but it's going to be the wall, you know? I don't know. I just don't like how the path cuts right down the middle. I also want to make it thinner. It shouldn't be this wide, I don't think. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to come like out here, and then it'll turn and kind of curve diagonally this way, and then it'll meet up here, but then it'll split harshly off and then go along kind of this way, and then meet up about here. So let me get to tinkering with this a bit. Let's get to work on the interior of the castle. Alright, so we have made a ton of progress on the castle, as I'm sure you saw. I think I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out at the moment. From the back, it's a bit... It's not quite finished. I'm actually just now realizing I meant to do this part along here, but clearly I didn't. I was going to extend the roof, and then this was going to be like a very, very miniature like gatehouse thing to kind of have like a smaller path that could loop up back to around here. But I didn't really get to that. That was about an hour and a half of work you guys just saw. So I did quite a bit. This building, I'm not entirely sure about, like, the diorite at the bottom, and I don't know if I want to use dark oak in the roof instead of spruce, or if I don't want to use the dark oak at all and just have it like these roofs. But I've pretty much known for quite a while that I wanted a building exactly like this directly in the middle here, right behind the gatehouse, because I've seen a lot of people use this design with the 4 corners and then the main middle one, and I really liked it, and I wanted to do that as well. So I think it's decent. It just might need some tinkering. I'm not sure about the little copper bit there. That might have to change. But yeah, I spent quite a while designing in my creative world. This is what I built first. I built this thing and then I moved on to this. I want to add in some light gray concrete powder at the top there to add to the gradient from cobblestone to andesite to stone, you know, because it looks a bit weird with just the stone. So I'll have to add something else there. I just didn't have the materials on me to make it. Or I probably did. I was just too lazy to. I suppose next I should finish up this little back alley thing here. And maybe we could fill in this little area before the episode ends. I do want to get to work on the city a bit more and finish up a couple more buildings, like 1 or 2. So I guess let's just get to work on something. I don't really know what. So I've been designing a bit more in my creative world, and I have something built up along this side here, as well as something to kind of finish up the back side of this here. So we're going to be building up that, but I hope the mic hasn't been like too crazy loud or anything. I realized that it was kind of loud, so I've pushed it further from my face. I've turned the gain down, so hopefully it's not that bad. But again, I'm just not really liking the copper edition in this, so I'm gonna actually change it back to just the blue concrete and wool. Something about the copper just doesn't work in comparison to the blue wool, even when there's only a little bit of it. So silly old me forgot to press the start recording button, but I went and I got a bunch of stone, as you can see, to continue work on the castle. I actually did a little bit of work on the castle as well. I finished up the back of this, like the roof and everything. I haven't done too much, just the roof. And then I also made this little mini gatehouse. My idea is to have like a section, a small path, a very thin one that comes around, and it snakes up through to the path over there, because we need the wide path for like the wagons and everything, you know, but not everyone's going to be taking that. But what I want to start working on is this area back here. I want to finish this up, and then we're going to move along and we're going to build up this building here. There's going to be a couple things, and then we'll also finish up the back area here. And then maybe we can finish up to like here in this episode. I don't know. But also, while I'm working on this here, I wanted to talk about something. So, the videos have felt a little repetitive for me lately. Like, it's always the same. It's just like, oh, let's go build this building here in the city. Next episode, we'll be building more buildings in the city. Same with the episode after that. And I just feel like there needs to be a change in the series some way, because it's really getting repetitive. And I think the solution to this problem is to just do more progress in each episode. Because if we're doing more progress, then there's not as much episodes doing the same thing, you know? It'll still be like the same length video, we'll just have more progress in it. So it'll go by a lot faster and won't seem as repetitive. This should also kind of kickstart me to play in the world more, because as of lately, I haven't felt like I've been playing in the world as much as I should. In fact, I know I should be playing more. I mean, look at my upload schedule, right? This might also mean that the style of video might change a little bit, because again, I really feel like I want to change up the way my videos work a little bit and how they go. Just the whole style of it, right? So over the next few episodes, the video style might change a bit, because I really want to experiment with other kind of styles. It'll still be like the same stuff, we're just doing hardcore, right? But it'll just be a different style video, right? If we don't like any of it, we can change back as well. We can come back to this kind of style stuff. So just a heads up for what's coming. And I always feel like I talk too much about things that aren't important in these videos. So hopefully when I'm cramming more progress into the same length videos, we can finally cut back on some of the pointless chatter that I go on about in the videos. Yeah, we kind of have this little platform here, and then I want to change up this a little bit so it doesn't look so weird. I just feel like the stairs don't really work with the flooring here, so let's try just this. Yeah, I think I like that a bit more. I think I do. This tower is actually the exact same as this one. We're making a tower here. It's just like that one, kind of the mini thing. And then right next to the big one, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, see that extra mini tower there? I think it really does look kind of cool. Especially with the two, yeah, I think that looks cool. I think that does. I don't even know what the hell we're gonna do here. Like, what even is it? I'm gonna ignore that problem. Alright, so we got another kind of building here constructed with this little tower along the side here as well. This area right here... Oh, I didn't finish this part. Whoops, let me do that real quick. Am I out of cobblestone? Oh, I have a little bit. Okay, thank God. But yeah, today was supposed to be the day where it's like I just go crazy with progress. I play for like 5 hours at once. I finish up this video and edit it and upload it all in one sitting. That was until... well. So I had to spend hours downloading that, obviously, because I need to play Halo Infinite. So I wasn't playing while that was downloading because I wanted the download to go fast so that I could play it tonight. So now I gotta really rush to finish up this episode or this little bit of progress so that I can get to Halo Infinite. But yeah, this is looking pretty good now. Now, I've actually designed pretty much everything up until this point here in my creative world. So I'm just gonna start working on it and I'll see what I can get done here. So my idea for this little area along here, I might have already mentioned it, but I have it fully fleshed out and have it designed for sure. I'm gonna have a tower here that's this size, and then way over here, there's going to be a tower of the identical size. And then in between, right here, there's going to be a bigger tower. So it'll be like a large one to the right here, and then a smaller one, and then the gatehouse will be in between. Same on the right side here. So you'll see what I mean once I finish it up. There you go. Now you can kind of see what I mean. This one goes a little taller, and it's perfectly centered with this, of course. And then we have the smaller one, and I think this one over here is completely identical to this one in terms of size and everything. There we go. So now I just need to do the tops, which I most definitely do not have enough concrete for, so I gotta go get some more of that stuff. Raining? What the fuck? No, I won't have this. And of course, we're doing the same exact design for the top of these. The kind of, well, that. The diorite and then the blue tip. Okay, that's one tower done, or two towers done, rather. I just need to do, like, the texturing with the blue wool and cobblestone and stone with the base of the towers. Here we go. And now I just need to do the texturing on the base of the towers. Let's do that real quick. That's number one. There's number two. Now it's just the big one. There we go. That one didn't take as long as I thought it would. Now let's do the actual gate thingies that go in between the towers. So we kind of have, like, these pillar things here that go on both sides, because obviously the gatehouse, it's just identical on both sides, right? And then we do andesite like this, and then a slab for a nice little curve. And we actually use these guys here in similar styles to the front gatehouse we built a few episodes back, way over there. It's just kind of like this stuff, you know, and then we're actually going to bring some trap doors. It's kind of like things here. I was going to originally have windows, but it wouldn't make sense because there's like a gate that's going to be here, as you know, and then we have like the trap doors there to separate the wood from the andesite, and then something like this, and we go here, and then we put the iron bars across with this on top, and then we got a nice little gatehouse thing here. I think that looks pretty good. Obviously I need to put in the actual gate and stuff, but we need to duplicate it over here first. There we go. That should be this duplicated on the other side. Looks like it. I just need to get the fences in place, which I'll do now. And yes, I'm taking the time to fill this up completely just for you guys, because I know people would get angry at me if I didn't do it. There we go. I think it looks nice. Let's go look from afar. Obviously, there's going to be some extra stuff added to the towers, probably, because right now it's just bland and boring, but I don't know exactly what yet. But if we, like, come over here and look back, yeah, that's looking pretty cool, though I forgot to put in the wool on the tower there, so I'll go do that real quick. From over here, it's looking pretty cool now. I really like how this is looking so far. Next up, let's try to fill in this gap here real quick. So pretty basic shape, as you can see. It's just kind of like a extension of this. But I think it'll look pretty nice when it's finished. I think some of you guys can start to see where I'm going with this roof design. Just want to add in a bit of dark oak wood. Now we just gotta kind of make the roof curve around this properly. Then to finish off the roof, of course, the iron bars. And yeah, that's pretty cool looking, I think. Of course, we still have to design the front and everything. But I think I like the kind of roof design and everything. Can't forget the windows here either. I'm not even going to bother with this back wall for the texture variation, like with the stone and cobblestone stuff, because it's probably going to be covered up. So let's just focus on prettying up this front face. Now, I still want to do something on this wall to kind of break it up a bit, but I don't really know what I'm doing here. I do have kind of a cool idea that I haven't designed in my creative world. I just came up with this on the fly, so we can try this real quick. So just kind of like this little balcony thing. Yeah, I think once we finish the interior, that'll look cool. So I have like the white diorite holding it up, and then there's like a little entrance there, you see. I think that'll be pretty cool. We just have to do the interior of another building, which I didn't plan on doing it for, but we'll get to that when we come to it. And just like over there with the balcony, we have like a diorite arch entrance, right? Obviously, we need the door and everything, but there we go. Something like that. Yeah, and then maybe we add like a window up there. Maybe what this little building here could be, because it's kind of similarly shaped, it could be like a mini church, maybe, for the castle? I don't know. Sure, I think that works. Because then, like, it's kind of like, I feel like it's shaped right. This could be like a mini, it could open up into the big building behind it as well. Maybe this could be an extension of it. I don't know, but then this could be like where the pastor comes out or whatever, and he preaches about our lost chicken friend Gerald, because, you know, that's what the churches are for in this world. They're churches of Gerald. I don't know, just random ideas that are coming to mind. I don't actually know what I'm doing with this little awkward area. It'll probably have something to do with the building I make back here, so we'll leave that as is for now. But obviously, this path kind of extends outwards now. As you can see, it kind of comes out around here, because this cuts too much into it. So obviously we can't fit a building in here. So maybe we do like a small garden area behind this wall. Something like this. I don't know what we'd really put in here. I don't actually know if I like the podzol. I might change it to grass. No, actually, because the grass will look too lush and vibrant with the Mushroom Island colors. I don't exactly know what we're doing here. We can just leave it blank for now. But once we get some interiors going and we finish up the road and make it all lively and stuff, like, you know, because the roads are kind of bare right now. Once we fix all this stuff up, I really like how this castle's turning out so far. One thing I have thought about, though, something about this big building doesn't feel right. And I think I want to try changing this andesite up at the top to stripped logs. Yeah, I think that looks better. Let's change all the andesite to stripped logs. There we go. It's all changed to wood now. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, I like that a lot more. I think that's a lot better. Immediately, I think it's better. This whole castle now on the right side is looking absolutely crazy. My main kind of problem is this big open area. We really need to do something to this wall. And we need to kind of put more in the street as well, because, like, if you're above, it really looks empty. Of course, I've always planned to do that. I just don't know what yet. But I'm quite happy with how this is turning out, actually. I think I'm going to leave this episode here. It ended up being a lot longer than I thought. I just finished editing it. And I'm sorry that this video took so long. I'm going to seriously try. I know I say this all the time. I probably shouldn't even promise it, because I'm always wrong when I say this, but I want to try. I think I'm really going to start messing around with the video styles next episode. I'm going to try something a bit different. So, on the coming episodes, just tell me what you think of the videos and if you like the new style or not. But this video's gone on long enough. It's time to end it. So thank you all for watching this episode of Minecraft Hardcore. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, so let me know, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from the series and content similar to this. See you guys next time.